of the world.
မြေဝဒဟောဖို့ကပေါ်
Christ is the life.
ဆိုင်စုပြတာမူ
It says, in him was life,
တော့လောပုနေတာမူရာ
and that life was the light of men.
တော့တာမူတာကပေါ်လေမြေဝဒပေါ်ညတာပေါ်နော်
So you cannot have light
တော့ခမရနေတာကပေါ်လို့ပါ
without life.
တော့လောခမရနေတာတော့ပေါ်တာမူနေတာပေါ်
And Christ is that life.
ဆိုင်စုပြမြေဝဒတာမူကနေ
So this candlestick
တော့မြူဝဒနော်နေတဲ့လေ
is more than just light,
အာတော့တဲ့တာမူ
it is life.
အဝကေဝဒတာမူလို့
So when Christ comes to the churches in Revelation,
ဒါလည်းဆိုင်စုပြဟဲဝဒတာပေါ်လို့ဒီလောက်ပါဘူးလေ
the issue is the continuation of the life.
ဒီကိုတော့ဝဒပါကဆေအမူလာကဆိုင်စုပြတာမူဘူးလို့
You see, we can sing our song.
တော့သာဝိတာသမီးသေး
We can do our religious programs.
မဝဒတာမူတာဘာတာမသေး
But God never calls something a church
que sabe a pasar la vida que sabe por ahora está pura
that is absent of divine life.
no como ya está pura todo yo está muy mal que sabe por ahora pura
So he always comes
que sabe es como ne
to check for life.
es che ahora mi yo está muy
And Satan desires
no muy mal está pasando ne
to infiltrate the church.
si tú lo que es lo que está muy
Right? The Bible says
no si te ahora
that Jesus said, you suffered Jezebel.
no pero que sabe si te ahora va a ahora no y se ve hasta
He said, you have a testimony that you're alive.
no ahora está muy hasta
You've got your big buildings.
no ahora aquí ahora está todo para
You've got thousands of
no
people.
ahora para no la coja para yo
You've got big offerings.
no ahora escuche está más ama
But Christ said you're dead.
pasa la que sabe que tiene ti
You see, Jesus does not determine a church
que sabe si que te para no ahora está pura
based upon how influential that church may be.
está para la coba
He doesn't call something a church
que sabe si que te coja está por el
because thousands of people go there.
como lo para no le hago que sabe si te para no la está coba
The only thing that Christ
la tete me sabe si que para no
determines to be a church
lo chete vera la para no la me está por ni
is if they possess divine life.
me para el para oro yo está músico ani
So he goes to the churches of Revelation.
lo cual le está por el para no para ni
He pulls them all to the front of his judgment.
ahora el para sabe si que para la está señor me ya
You see, Christ doesn't look at things like man does.
sabe si que te para ni para no para no
Robin would probably call a lot of things a church
lo como ne está la para chora está por ni ama
that Jesus never would.
lo ani sabe si que para
We say, does it have a steeple?
lo ko para otra ka coba
Does it use the Bible?
o como ne te fura
Does it have a lot of people go?
para no le hago para lo
That must be a church.
no como ne para no ni me está por no
But Christ doesn't care
pasa la que sabe si que ani
if there's 100,000. How many television programs? How many buildings? He's looking for life. So he pulls all of the churches forward. And he begins to examine them one by one. Because what he is doing, he is seeing if there is a reason for the continuation of the candlestick. He says, get this right, or I'll remove my candlestick. Now you can keep singing your songs. You can keep taking up your offerings. But Jesus said, I'll take my life. In a natural way, there are hotels all around the world. Let's take a Marriott. They have to maintain a certain standard, or they'll take the name away from the hotel. So Jesus is judging all of these churches. Some of them have done pretty good. Some not so much. That's what he does in my life. Those eyes of fire are looking through my life. Because the issue is, are we going to maintain the life of Jesus? Now here's something that I feel is very strange to me. Because I wouldn't do it this way. But God's not me. He's much higher than I am.
ကစားယူရတယ်ကိုဒိုမီဒီယာတွေ
His ways are very high.
အကလဲခေါ်တယ်ကလဲ
Here's what the Lord does.
တော့တယ်ကစားမှာဝင်
He judges the churches
အဝဲဒါစီညောဝဲဒါခမန်တောက်ဖို့
and he finds some very severe things in the church.
အဝဲတီဝဲဒါတာလောလောချောချောတော့နော်လာတော့ဖို့
They're suffering Jezebel.
လောဘခါတာမာလာနော်နိုင်စပီလာကမှာ
I mean, the list is quite long.
တော့ဝဲခေါ်တော့မှာ
But here's what the Lord does
တော့တယ်ကစားမှာဝင်
that I think strange as a parent.
တော့ခမန်ဒီမောပါတယ်ပတ်တယ်ကလောချော
As a parent,
တော့ဒီမောပါတယ်
if my children
ဒီပေါ်လာနေ
are doing wrong,
မြန်မာကမာလာနေ
then the first thing that I do
တော့ကကြီးမြန်မာနေ
is take away
ဟီဝဲလာ
the thing that they want.
တာလာဝဲလောကောဝဲလာ
So if my kids
တော့ခေါ်နေပေါ်နေ
are being rowdy,
တော့ခမန်ရဝဲမှာနော်
they're not obeying
ဒီ
me,
တကနာရပါတယ်
I will take away their phone.
ဟီကေဒါဖော
And I will say,
ဒါကြတဲ့
when you get these things right,
တော့နမမပါကိနေ
I give you your phone
ဒီ
back.
နေ့လည်းဖော
But Jesus doesn't do that.
စကိတမယာနေပါ
He doesn't do that.
စကိတမယာနေပါ
He is seeing how wrong they're doing.
ကစားရှိပြီးမကမာရာမာရာပါပါ
But he never removes the candlestick.
ကစားရှိပြီးဟီကေဝဒါအဝမြူဒါတူပါ
He puts them on probation period.
အဝပါလာဝဒါဒီကိုတော့ခမန်နေတာအိုဝဒါချောင်းတော့ခါရီ
He lays out the list
တော့ဝပါလာဝဒါဖန်နေ
and says, if you don't get it right,
ဒီမြင့်မပါပါနဲ့
I'm going to take away the
ဒီ
candlestick.
ဟီကေဝဒါမြူဒါတူလော
Now hold up, Jesus.
အိုခါလိဆက်ပြီး
Wouldn't it be more wise
တော့မြင့်တာကူစီတူနေတယ်
to take away the candlestick,
ဟီကေဝဒါမြူဒါတူတော့
tell him to get it right,
ဒါအိုဘုံမူပါကေ
and I'll bring the candlestick back?
ခဲချောင်းဒါကေဝဒါမြူဒါတူတော့
Is it just me, or is there anybody else that would do it that way?
တော့မိမိသေးရတာလားဘာကလည်းမကြောက်ရအောင်ရ
I guess just me.
ရောရ